Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in Sky Factory 4 with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the advancement book. Last episode, we were on the Age of All of the Things, OMG, LOL, and we did the Gotta Mod Them All advancement, which is to use every Construct's Armory modifier at least once. And there was 21 of these. So there were a lot of different mods we had to put on some armor there. But we got that one done. This episode, we're going to be a little bit easier, a little bit more laid back. As you can see in the background, I've got my 24 by 24 by 24, fission reactor. You can see I've got 4 batteries on there. That's using the energy batteries. Each one of those is, capable of storing up to 16 million RF, which is, not too bad. But we've got this advancement here in the Age of Power, which is max power, which is to craft a RF Tools low power cell. We've also got the It Keeps Going and Going, which is to craft an RF Tools medium power cell, and then the Jacob's Ladder, which is to craft a RF Tools high power cell. All of these are other versions of batteries in Sky Factory 4. So we're going to go through these ones today, and then we're going to cap it off with the Get Informed, which is to craft an RFToolsPower information screen. Now, to start, what we're going to have to do is craft ourselves up some power cores low. Now, to make a power core low, it is going to be a block of redstone, a diamond, and 3 pieces of redstone in a crafting table gets us a power core low. We're going to need 4 of these in a crafting table with 4 pieces of redstone and a block of iron. That gets us a power cell low. Now, if I press shift here, it brings up a little bit more information. Power cell low, this block can store power 500,000 RF. So right off the bat, this is not quite as good as the base unit of the energy battery, which was 1 million RF, but that took an awful lot of mineral and mineral resources. This is much simpler when it comes to resources. So this may be a better early game power storage unit for you, but we're going to take that power cell low out. Like the energy batteries, these ones are upgradable. We can upgrade a low power cell to a medium power cell, but first we're going to have to craft ourselves some power core mediums. Now, to make a power core medium, it is a emerald, a block of redstone, and 3 prismarine crystals. Now, we've been getting prismarine in our world from a resource hog. Basically, it is a nice way of making a resource that I don't really need a whole lot of, so that works really well for us. But I'm going to take 4 of these power core mediums, 4 pieces of redstone, and that power cell low in a crafting table gets us a power cell medium. Now, if I press shift on this one, this block can store 4 million RF. So we are already jumping up quite a ways. I'm going to take this one out of our crafting table. We can upgrade this one more time. That is going to make it a power cell high. To do that, we are going to need some power core highs. Now, to make a power core high is going to be a emerald, a block of redstone, 2 titanium ingots, and a dilithium crystal. Now, titanium and dilithium are both available from the Twilight Forest, so this is where we start balancing out with the energy batteries. It depends on which one you feel more comfortable getting, whether it's the mineral sapling resources or, the Twilight Forest resources, but either war will work really well. But we're going to take that power core high. We're going to need 4 of these ones again in a crafting table with 4 pieces of redstone and that power cell medium. This gets us our power cell high. If I press shift, this block can store 20 million RF. So that is an awful lot of RF. And it actually is a little bit better than the, energy batteries that we have over there, which are only 16 million RF each. So what I can do is I can take this and I got to throw back my glitch armor back on. So I got my creative flight. Now I've got a fission reactor port here that we can hook this battery or this power cell up to. I'm just going to go and click that right there. And as you see, it is not pulling in energy. Now, there is no real real interface on this Powercell High. It is really, really difficult to figure out how to use this. So what we are going to do is we're going to come back over to our crafting tables, and we're going to go and make ourselves a information screen. Now, if I press shift on this, place this block on a Powercell to display information about that cell. Right click with a wrench to change modes. Now, this is very, very useful. It's not necessary, but it is useful with these batteries. So to craft a information screen, it is simply 3 pieces of glass pane, 2 pieces of redstone, and a block of iron. So a very, very cheap. You also might remember that the description talked about using some wrenches. Now, there are a ton of wrenches in Sky Factory 4. We've got, what is that, 4, 8, we got 11 different wrenches, although one is just a powered version of the other. So we got 10 different wrenches. Not all of these will work. So the 2 wrenches that will work with these blocks here is going to be the Nether Quartz wrench, which is just 5 pieces of Nether Quartz in a crafting table in an X pattern, and the Crescent hammer wrench, which is 3 pieces of iron ingot in a Y shape with a tin ingot in the middle there. That gets us our Crescent hammer wrench. We're going to come back over here. Now, one other thing to know about the information screen is if I try to place it on top of a block, it does not work. It defaults to the vertical plane, not the horizontal plane. So this is not working. Not a Powercell or anything that supports power, which is kind of silly because this is a fission reactor. It supports quite a bit of power, just not the type of power that it is talking about. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down. We're going to go and place this on the screen. There you go. We get a little bit more info. RF in there is 0. The maximum is 20 million RF. And then there's a little bit of info here about, stuff per tick. But as you can tell, this battery is not working. That's where these wrenches come in. If I go and if I click on the top, you can see we've got, I guess that's an input. That's probably an output. And then we've got a blank face. This does not help us because we've got this placed up against our, fission reactor, and I cannot get in behind it. If I shift and click, you're kidding me. Okay, so what we learned there is you do not shift and click when you're up above a void because that will break the block. But we've still got the problem. I cannot get to the back face of this block. That's making it very, very inconvenient for me to, get the power out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and break into my fission reactor. We're going to break that fission reactor port, and then from the back side, we're going to go click on that. Blue is input for sure. We're going to put the fission reactor port back on, and as you see, still nothing. Oh, it is actually pulling, even though this is not complete, it is still pulling power from the fission reactor. It's just I'm not going to be able to generate new power, so that is going to be a problem, but we're going to go and put those 2 blocks back there. And there you go. So now we can start generating some more power in our fission reactor. We'll just go throw a couple more bits of TBU fuel in there. And this is slowly going to, generate itself up. So this is a perfectly good battery. We can now kind of, merge off of it, with one of our energy transfer nodes, get it, into our system. But one other really cool thing about these blocks versus, these energy batteries is I can stack them side by side with, these similar RF tool, Powercells and increase the overall battery power. So what actually I can do is let's quickly go power. And we'll go grab a Powercell low. Actually, we're going to need a 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I already had one in the system there. We're going to grab that. And if we go and place it right next to that battery power, you can see it's gone from 20 to 20.5 million. If I added a whole bunch of these here, This will act as one giant battery, where these ones here are more individual. You see I've got the energy extraction cables kind of pulling from them, which makes them a little bit less efficient than these as a form of power. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you guys did any of this any differently than I did. I would love to hear how you guys use these blocks in Sky Factory 4. But if you enjoyed this video, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there will be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content and you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.